opens up the box and plays the game. He never reads instructions cause they're lame. He's Bowser. He plays the game so badly, his eyes are twitching madly. He's here again so sadly. He's Bowser.
Hello, welcome back. Right, back to the ZX Spectrum homebrew scene. I haven't done one of these for quite some time because I'd sort of changed the sort of focus of the channel from purely ZX Spectrum oriented to diversify with other machines, the Amstrad Spectrum Commodore 64. So I kind of took my eye off the homebrew scene, which has always been incredibly strong on the Spectrum. If you want to see some examples, I do have a playlist on my channel of some homebrew games that I've covered in the past. It's by no means an exhaustive list of every single game that's out there. There are some absolute crackers out there, and I suggest if you're new to the homebrew scene that you go and try some of them out, because some of them, if they were released full price back in the day, were absolutely fantastic. They were absolutely fantastic. If they were released full price back in the day, you'd have happily paid a few quid for them. Now, today I'm covering a game by my friend Luca Bordoni, who, if you remember last year, he released a conversion of the Atari 2600 game Raiders of the Lost Ark, which I did a video of, and I will pop a link in the description box below if you want to see how that's come out. This time round he's revisited the Atari 2600 and come up with a game called Ray's Reprisal, which is what I'm going to be showing you today. Now, Ray's Reprisal is a ZX Spectrum conversion of a classic 2600 game called Yars Revenge. Now, I don't know Yars Revenge at all. I don't know much about the Atari 2600 at all, because I didn't have one back in the day. So I've had to kind of go on YouTube and sort of find out what the game's about. Now, for those of you that don't know, and you will see very soon in the gameplay segment, Yars Revenge is you play Yar, a wasp who's got to defeat a quotile who's lurking on the other side of an energy field, and what you have to do is break down that energy field by shooting at it and then obtaining a quotile cannon, which you then fire and try and hit the bloke as he's going up and down the screen. But you'll see all that, and that's how you progress through each particular level. Each particular level gets more and more tricky. You have disappearing walls that sort of regenerate, etc. But you'll see what it is as we go into it. Right, I would be very, very interested, those of you that do know Yars Revenge, how you think this stacks up, how accurate a conversion it is you think. It's going to be released on physical cassette by Monument Microgames. I don't know the date as yet, but as soon as I find that out, I will update the video description to include that information. So let's get on with it. Right, okay, here we are. Ray's Reprisal by Luca Bordoni, to be released by Monument Microgames on physical cassette, alongside which a free digital download free digital download would also be made available. So for the time being, you can't get this as yet, but as soon as I'm aware of when it's going to become available, I will let everyone know. Now, like I said, I don't know Yar's Revenge at all. Had to go on YouTube to find it. That's me on the left there, Yar, the sort of space wasp, and that's the quotile hiding behind the wall on the right. You can see I'm being tracked by a missile, very slowly tracked, which is one of the quotile's main defences. Now, what I've got to do is break through that wall, activate the cannon, and then fire through the wall and hopefully knock the bugger out. Easier said than done. It's a very, very simple looking game, very, very simple in terms of graphics, sound, etc., which is understandable given what it's supposed to be. Now you can see there I've just destroyed the bugger and moved on to the next level. But yeah, going back to that, sound-wise, graphic-wise, it's very, very simple, because obviously it's a tribute to the Atari 2600 classic by Howard Scott Warshaw, which came out in 1981. Now, if you were familiar with that game, then please, please, please let me know what you think of the Spectrum version. And is it something you're going to have your eye on to download and play as and when it becomes available? Now, it's very, very simple in design, but I found it really, really quite addictive. There are strategies at play here. You can see, like on the second level, you've got this wall that's blinking on and off, which adds another sort of element to the thing. The hits still count if you still hit it, but it just sort of like makes you think sometimes, you know, where am I excavating through the wall? And one of the things I found as well, if you stay far away from the wall, you can't fire at all in that energy field there. You see, I'm not the best Yar. You can't fire from that energy field in the middle there. But if you stay far to the left of the screen, then obviously you're a lot safer. You've got a lot of room to manoeuvre away from the homing missile, and the swirls would eventually the Quotal's second line of defence, which move really, really quite quickly. But the bullets travel really, really quite slowly, so it will take you longer to complete your objective the further away you are. Now, in order to activate the cannon once you've made a breakthrough, you've got to smash against the blocks several times, and then you'll see the cannon becomes available, and then it's a pot luck really as to whether or not you hit the bugger when he... Oh, there we go, I'm dead again. As to whether or not you hit him. So very, very, very simple game, and oftentimes, most of the time, the very, very simplest games are the most addictive and the most fun. Now, I didn't know Yar at all. I've said that about 98 times now, but yeah, really, you know, it's really, really good fun. I've been playing this for about an hour now and really enjoyed it. I haven't got very far, but I've really enjoyed it. Now, I keep saying whenever I do these homebrew videos that we need to keep on encouraging the people that are bringing these to us. Say we've got Jared Bentley, who did the loading screen, Paul Dunn and Alan Turvey, who gave assistance to Luca as well, and of course Luca himself, because without encouragement there's no incentive for them to carry on. Now, this is a labour of love thing for Luca. He's doing it to keep the memory of the games alive. Similarly, when he released Raiders of the Lost Ark last year, which I will put a link to in the description box below, a link to the video that I did of that game. If there's no way for people to gauge the reception that their products are getting, then there's no incentive for them to carry on, and we need them to carry on because they're doing this for us, and the majority of homebrew games are absolutely fantastic. Right, I think I've rabbited on enough. If you like the video, please let me know. If you wish to subscribe, please do so. But if you do subscribe, can I ask that you join in with the discussions, particularly if you were an Atari VCS owner back in the day and you had this game. What you think of it, how it stacks up against its father, and whether or not it's made you want to revisit it. Okay, thank you ever so much for watching and listening to this inane rambling. Take care. Whoa. And coughing. Take care of yourselves. Goodbye.
You